Across the country 1 day after a suicide bomber killed 10 people in the heart of Istanbul. Most of the victims were German tourists, and German Interior Minister Thomas de Maizière is in Istanbul today to pay his respects. At least 9 more Germans are wounded, with 2 in serious condition. But the Interior Minister says there is no indication that the Germans were deliberately targeted in the attack. Jasper Mortimer told us more about the mood there today in Sultanahmet 1 day after the attack.
The mood is subdued, if not depressed. Outdoor cafes are open, are empty. A shopkeeper was telling me last night that he thought it would take 3 or 4 months for tourism to recover here. A taxi driver told me that tourism in Istanbul was finished. However, I'm standing right at the site of the explosion. The suicide bomber is thought to have detonated himself 10 meters to my left. And we did see a crowd of 20 Korean tourists this morning visiting the Blue Mosque and posing for photographs in front of the Egyptian obelisk, which is behind me. We also saw a German tourist from Düsseldorf who laid a red carnation on the railings behind me. He had actually heard the explosion. He was inside the Hagia Sophia Museum when it occurred, and he said he will keep on coming to Istanbul. It's a fascinating city, and that Germans will keep on coming because they know, as he knows, that terrorism occurs all over the world. And yesterday he was very, very lucky.
Indeed. Jasper, Turkey has placed the blame, of course, on the Islamic State. It is trying to show at least that it is going to get to the bottom of this with the arrest of almost 70 suspected members of the group just this morning. Tell us a bit more about that.
Yes, this definitely shows that the government is under pressure to do more about the Islamic State. You know, the Islamic State group now is blamed for 4 bombs during the past 8 months in Turkey that have killed 150 people. And lots of Turks fear that there are more potential suicide bombers out there. And the opposition has accused the government of not doing enough, of failing to crack down on Islamic State cells as hard as it could.